I was skeptical about this one at first. I mean, I've tested a lot of big screen TVs over the years, and most of them promise perfect blacks and colors that pop, but when you actually sit down to watch, something always feels just a little off. Then I got my hands on the LG 83-inch OLED B5 series, and honestly, it changed how I think about a living room TV. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What really struck me was how effortlessly this screen disappears when you're watching. The blacks aren't just dark, they're gone. I fired up a nighttime scene from my favorite thriller and the shadows felt like they were hanging in the air instead of sitting on the screen. That's the OLED tech doing its thing, and it's not something you see on cheaper LED sets. The colors matched what I saw in the theater too, thanks to the new Alpha 8 AI processor Gen 2. It doesn't just upscale regular HD to 4K, it actually learns your content and sharpens details without making everything look artificial. I watched an old nature documentary and the grass and sky looked richer than I remembered, like the colors had been gently restored rather than blasted. Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos are where this TV really shines for movies and shows. I streamed a recent blockbuster that supports Dolby Vision, and the highlights on the screen had this subtle glow that felt three-dimensional. The Atmos audio isn't just louder, it's layered. When a helicopter flew overhead, the sound moved from the front speakers to the rear without me having to imagine it. I don't have a full 7.1 setup, so that kind of spatial audio is a game changer for anyone who's stuck with a soundbar or basic home theater. Gamers will appreciate the 120 Hz refresh rate and ALLM. I hooked up my PS5 and the difference between this and my old 60 Hz TV was night and day. Fast-paced shooters felt smoother, and the low input lag meant I wasn't seeing that annoying delay between my controller and the screen. The AI super upscaling also helps when you're playing older titles, it fills in details so textures look crisp instead of blurry. Even if you're not a hardcore gamer, the gaming features make this a solid all-rounder. Everyday streaming is where the B5 quietly impresses. The WebOS interface is snappy, and the AI remote learns what you watch most so recommendations pop up faster. I've got Netflix, Disney+, and a couple of niche streaming services all on one row, and switching between them feels instant. The built-in Alexa works well too, just press the mic button and ask for a show or movie, and it'll start playing without fumbling through menus. Filmmaker mode is one of those small but important details. A lot of TVs oversaturate colors and sharpen edges to look vibrant in the store, but when you watch a movie shot on film, it should look like the director intended. Flip that mode on and suddenly the colors are accurate, the motion is smooth, and the blacks stay true. I compared the same scene with and without it, and the difference was obvious, no weird green tint, no motion smoothing that makes everything look like a soap opera. The Wow Orchestra feature is fun for parties or just casual viewing. It syncs the TV's lights and sound with the on-screen action, so when there's an explosion or a musical number, the whole room gets a subtle light show. It's not something you'll use every day, but when you do, it adds a little extra energy to the room without being over the top. Now, no TV is perfect, and the B5 has a couple of things to keep in mind. First, the stand is pretty wide, so make sure your entertainment center can handle an 83-inch screen. I had to clear off a shelf just to fit it. Second, while the built-in speakers are fine for background noise, you'll want a soundbar or a proper home theater setup for real punch. The audio is clear, but it's not going to shake your walls. All in all, the LG 83-inch OLED B5 series is the kind of TV that disappears into the background when you're watching and becomes the centerpiece when you're not. It's not flashy or gimmicky, it just delivers exactly what you expect from a high-end OLED without any letdowns. If you're looking for a big screen experience that handles movies, gaming, and everyday streaming without compromise, this one's worth the investment. Check it out using the link below.